by your local Toyota dealer and Sterling Savings Bank. Friday Night Sports Extra starts right now.
All right, welcome back to another edition of Friday Night Sports Extra. If you're like us, you're still thawing out from a cold night tonight, and even though the temperatures dropped, the action no less hot.
Yeah, where was Crocker tonight? She didn't want to face it. I'm still cold from where I went tonight.
I bought gloves on the road. That's how bad it was.
Wow!
Yeah. After my early game, I was like, man, I got to have these puppies warm. Otherwise, I would have double punched and I would have had no highlights. It would not have been good.
I shot 2 games tonight, both as close to Canada as we can get without actually going over the border. A little chilly. We start tonight a little unusual. No GSL off the start. Valley Christian playing their first game since the death of Drew Swank. There's his helmet and his jersey there on the bench with his team up in Selkirk tonight. Everybody wearing the Swank shirts, the 15 stickers. The community of Selkirk also very supportive tonight. Great environment. Selkirk, Andrew Rizzi forces the fumble, but Ross Tabbert, he's there for the Panthers. Valley Christian with the football, but they'd have to punt it away. More Panther defense. Sam Poston, he can't get the quarterback sack, but there's Rizzi again. He's there. Panthers defense all over the place, but Selkirk finally does get the ball moving. Here comes Hunter Enyart. He's an offensive lineman right into his hands. It's his dream. You can't take the big fella down. Get off me. Oh, he does finally go down. What a run for the O-lineman. We got to put the big guy on. Then the little guys again. Dallas Newman, the quarterback keeper, watch him power his way into the end zone. Selkirk with the lead on this one. They go on to win it 56-12. But, man, what a big day for Valley Christian getting back on the field for the first time since the loss of their friend.
It means a lot of things.
Flag on the play.
We're playing in honor of Drew Swank, of course, getting back to normal, showing that, they're afraid, but they're overcoming that fear. I mean, everybody's nervous. All the moms, we're all praying and just showing, that we love football.
Trying to get back to normal at Valley Christian. They did that with the football game, but it'll never be back to normal for the kids that remember Drew Swank. Now, the big football game of the night was not of the Greater Spokane League. It was a showdown game in the Great Northern League, West Valley and Deer Park. These two teams have designs on getting to the postseason. First half, great first half. Alex Wolf scrambling. Oh, the Wolf is a cagey one. Changes directions. Look at that, into the end zone and the up and over. Cheerleaders doing push-ups at Deer Park. I'm telling you what, these boys and girls are going to be in shape this season because this team is scoring some points. Second half now, West Valley wants the lead. Handoff to Chris Smith, and look at him go! Daylight, not going to run him down from behind into the end zone. But now Deer Park, Wolf under pressure. Uh-oh, ball is loose, scooped up by Sam Schussler. He's got 44, but that's a fat guy touchdown. We only say that, moms, with the nicest of intentions. That's an honor here on Friday Night Sports Extra. 48-21. West Valley remains unbeaten. Actually, West Valley has one loss. All right, so what about Clarkston and Riverside? Yep, cheerleaders, they're all bundled up. Never got any further away than that. It was so cold. Colby Hansen, the handoff inside, completely untouched. Bantams up 7-0. More Clarkston. The pitch to Hansen. He kind of jackknifes his way in. At least they touched him that time, and they didn't stop him. And the Bantams again. Hansen running wild. Look at him go. He's got the ball, and he's gone. You can't even contain him, let alone stop him. 21-0 at that point. Clarkston goes on to win it 42-21. The Bantams continue to roll. Other Great Northern League action. Pullman comes to Medical Lake and gets a 10-point victory over the Cardinals. And Cheney hangs on to win a wild shootout over Colville.
All right, thanks, Dennis. Now we jump over to the GSL over at Albee Stadium. Today we've got Rogers and Meade, the pink balloons, pink pom-poms, and breast cancer awareness. Second series for Meade, quarterback Andy Wetzel from the 14-yard line. Deep into the corner, Bo Tolley makes a nice grab. Keeps both feet in, 7-0 Meade. After a Rogers fumble, Mike Smith scores from 6 yards out, 14-0 Panthers. Second play of the second quarter, Smith again. This time takes the ball outside. 37 yards down to the 2-yard line. The next play, he'll score from 2 yards out. Makes it a 21-0 ball game. And Meade goes ahead and wins this one big, 58-3. Check out this. We like to show you some of the nice scenery here. We know I didn't shoot that. All right. Sunsetting over Albee. Bears opening drive, 7-yard touchdown pass. It's Connor Halliday to Jason Bates. It's 7-0 Saxons. 14-0 Ferris. Halliday hits Bates again. This one from 8 yards out makes it a 21-0 ball game. Late in the second quarter, Ferris up 28-0. We're going to see the combination one more time. This one, 72 yards all the way in for 6, makes it 35-0 Ferris. Yeah, it would go that way all day long for Shadle Park as the Saxons win this one big, 56-7.
All right, let's head east on I-90 for a battle of Valley teams. University hosting East Valley. Pink everywhere tonight for breast cancer awareness. The Knights even wearing pink socks. Titans on the attack. Tony Tabish finds Jordan Cunanan in the end zone for a 10-yard touchdown pass. 7-0 UI in the first. And what the heck was the camera guy doing missing the beginning of this play? Oh, sorry, that's me. Aaron Aubrey breaks free on the very next play from scrimmage. He takes it 80 yards to the house as the Mighty Knights even the score in the second. Big John Wright running like Earl Campbell. He gained every single yard on this drive except for the last one as Tabish would punch it in on a quarterback sneak. Look at him carrying defenders. Wright runs for 226 yards and a touchdown as the Titans take down the Knights. Keith's alma mater, 35-15. Tabish accounted for 4 TDs. Post falls at number 10 Central Valley. The Bears Cougars had a huddle for warp. CV dominated the first half. Jake Miller's field goal gives them a 12-0 lead at the break, but the kicking game betrays them in the second half. After a bad snap on a punt, Trevor Wood takes it in. Trojans within 5. Miller back to punt again, and this time he drops it. Cold weather, of course, a factor. Mike Bartholomew with the hit. Tyson Durbin on the recovery. Post falls right back in business after 2 huge breaks. Moments later, Jordan Pastris punches it in to give the Trojans their first lead of the game at 13-12 after a failed 2-point conversion. And that's your final, folks. Post Falls hands CV its first loss of the season, 13-12, and the Bears will be kicking themselves over this one for a while.
A lot more Friday Night Sports Extra. We got games and scores from Washington, Idaho, and yes, Canada coming up next at Friday Night Sports
We're going
Extra.
international.
This is Friday Night Sports Extra.
Welcome back to Friday Night Sports Extra. I know we put a lot of miles on cars today. Ben went a long way. Dennis went a long way. I went 325 miles for 2 football games today.
I went to the Valley.
You went to the Valley. All for the best highlights over here.
Yeah, but we're going to cross the border now for some Inland Empire League action. How about this? Lots of ways to win homecoming in Coeur d'Alene. If you're Jake Perea, you bring the heat, bring your own heat. And the sophomores won the best float. Vikings too hot for last year's 5A runner-up. Lewiston no match for the Vikes offense. Ryan Dunn to Cade Mendoza, 29 yards, 28-0 Vikings at the half. Bengals 6'6" quarterback Justin Podrobsky opened things up in the third. A 40-yard pass to John Rake. He's tackled out of bounds inside the 10. Lewiston would score 2 plays later. Podrobsky on the rollout. He decides to keep it himself, takes a big hit, and the score is still down 21, though. Vikings fans witness a 5-touchdown night by junior Zach Kaiser, who busted not 1, but 2 63-yard touchdown runs in the second half, finishing with 5 TDs overall and nearly 300 total yards. The Vikings celebrate homecoming and a 1-0 start in league play with a sizzling 42-26 win over Lewiston. They're now 5-1. All right, some more scores for you. Lake City, boy, they lose by a field goal at Valley View, 29-26. Sandpoint hands Raymond of Alberta their first loss in 2 years, 34-14 is the Sandpoint final.
All right, let's go to the Northeast A, making the trip up to Newport where the Chewelah Cougars were meeting the Newport Grizzly. That was about as freaky as he could get. It was Freaky Friday for Newport. That's Connell Calvin of Chewelah, the touchdown run. Made it 41-0. Oy vey is what my grandma would say. Jeff Baker, though, complete to Chase Exhano, 27 yards. The Grizzlies trying to get on the board. But you know what? While I was there anyway, that wasn't going to happen if I ever start this next play. Here it is. This is Stroyan Cowson, the nice pass breakup right there. And it's not nice if you're a fan of the Grizzlies, 41-7. Chewelah goes ahead and rolls. Another score for you. Kettle Falls, 2-point winner over Freeman.
And now for your amusement, some more scores. Let's head back into Idaho. The Intermountain League was in action today. Timberlake with a big win at home. They beat the Badgers of Bonners Ferry. Kellogg gets shut out at home. Hey, thank you to Dirty Ernie's for the score. We didn't have it. Dirty Ernie's helped us out. Thanks a lot. 27-0 Priest River. And also Orofino, the Maniacs, get a big win at home, 33-6.
Northeast 2B, yeah, we old guys like to call it the Bi-County, but it is the Northeast 2B. Colfax, Mike Morgan's team, another test tonight. This time the bus ride up to Davenport. Didn't waste any time. First possession, the give to Tyler McEnany. Takes it in 3 yards out, 7-0 Bulldogs. No waiting, get the ball back. The onside kick. Look at McEnany, wait for it to go 10 yards and then fall on it. That was well shot. It was like we knew it was coming. More Bulldogs, this time through the air. Alex Teedy, watch the zip on this one. Right in, threads the needle. Will Hatley, 14-0 Colfax, about 6 minutes in. Oh, man. The Bulldogs had it running on all cylinders. 62-18 over the Gorillas. Reardon goes down to Liberty, beats the Lancers with a big score, 42-14. Also tonight, Southeast 2B. Waitsburg Prescott over Tico Oakdale Roselia in the 5-town 2-team game. And it was a Soton continuing to roll. They post a shutout at Dayton.
Too many guys on the field. 8-man, big, huge game. Number 1 against number 2 in the state of Washington. That's coming up. ACH and Cusick, that coming up next. Friday Night Sports Extra. Track meets with huddles right after this.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Sports Extra. We were this close to making this our game of the week.
Yeah.
The top 2 teams in B8 football, Cusick and Elmira Cooley.
A game so big, Ben Kaplan couldn't even fit on the set anymore. It's that big. Ben, how'd that game go?
Hey guys, it was what was supposed to be a great game. Lots of build-up between ACH and Cusick. Was pretty one-sided affair by the end of it. Undefeated Cusick hosting undefeated ACH. This one started out crazy. Panthers 4th and 23. They're trying to punt. The snap's low. That's Josiah Rhodes. He picks it up, and guess where he's going? The road leads right to the end zone. 90 yards. That's the game-opening score. After the Warriors fumbled the ball, Spencer Shanholzer. Man, I was slow on the edit tonight. Complete here to Shem Norton. He's going to bobble it hot potato, but he makes the nice catch, makes the nice move, and he's gone. 40 yards for another touchdown. This one's 14-0 Cougars. ACH finally going to get on the board in the second quarter. Shanholzer goes down in the end zone. That's a safety, but this one safely in the hands of the Panthers. 64-18 the final.
Show the highlights up at Selkirk earlier. That was the closer of my 2 games today. Of course, CURLEW, and you got to show the cows, and that cow is not amused. The dreaded opening kickoff. CURLEW's Adam Mumford picks it up. Oh, no. Cody Johns brings the lumber. That's the way to start a football game. First play on offense for Wilbur Creston. Hayden Herdrick. Yeah, that's 2 names that start with the letter H. Big whoop. Want to fight about it? He takes it all the way in. 40-yard touchdown, 8-0 Wildcats. Next play from scrimmage, Herdrick again up the left side, and you know what's going to happen. Giggity, giggity, gone. That's 2 carries, 100 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I hope you had him in your fantasy team. Wilbur Creston goes on to win this one 63-42.
Sprague Harrington made the short trip up to Hunters. They probably wish they hadn't. It's a tradition at Hunters, football players in the band playing the national anthem before the game. And for 24 years, the Mom Cam has been part of Friday Night Sports Extra. Good thing they had it fired up and rolling early. The Lions' Paul LaRue takes it around the end, cuts it back, gets a block, and's gone. Boy, I'll tell you what, the Lions are running hard today, and LaRue outraces the defense of the end zone, 64 yards, 8-0. Tough day for the Falcons, not much running room. Brett Larmer finds out, a host of Lions on the stop. We've heard it from Mr. Osso. His favorite player is Eli Bear of Hunters. Bear in Spanish is Oso. So in honor of both, Oso, ay caramba, go! Oso muy caliente! Welcome to the first ever report from Friday Night Sports Extra Deportes as the Hunters Lions go on to win it 52-6 in that game. Also, the Pateros Billy Goats, wow, they teed it up and just smacked Inchelium 72-26, the final in that one.
I don't know how I'm topping that one, but I'm going to steal Dennis's next game. Odessa, famous for Deutsches Fest, and also my man Derek Schmier, homecoming at Odessa tonight. Looking for a happy dance in this one. Tigers up 14-6 with just 4 seconds and a half when Jared King throws one up there, and Bruya grabs it, but Justin Weinke of the Redskins saves the touchdown there. Tigers, though, find the end zone in the third on a 4th and goal. They give it to Bruya, and he gets in to make it 22-6 in favor of the home team. Bruce Todd like that, loves this. 4th and goal from the 16. King, the freshman QB, finds Bruya again. He walks in. Tigers 28-6 late in the third. They go on to win this one by a final count of 34-14. King throws for over 300 yards for the Tigers. Also, LKW, the Cougars with a 60-24 win over SJE tonight. And Colton, a 60-26 winner as the Wildcats continue to roll.
Jump on I-90, head toward Montana. The last exit, Mullen. We got to go out to Mullen. 33 degrees at game time. Boy, imagine if the sun would have gone down. Mullen here, Casey McKinnon. He's all huck it, chuck it, football. He finds Josh Trojan for the touchdown. Look at the Tigers uniforms. The purple never gets old. That's a good score for Mullen. More Mullen. McKinnon. He's going to keep it himself. Ball hog. He takes it all the way in. Let somebody else play. Get off me. Into the end zone he goes. Mullen with the big league here. But Clark Fork, the Wampus Cats, Howard Kratzenberg, he knows that the bird is the word. He fakes out Ben Kaplan, the cameraman, and he's going to take it into the end zone. Clark Fork, the Wampus Cats on the board, but there's Mullen. They win at 48-34. Also in the North Star League, Kootenai, they continue to roll. They get a big win against Lakeside on the road. And in non-league action, the Wallace Miners head to Garpal, and the Vikings get a win at home.
I just have to say.
Well, I was going to say, I was going to say, in your defense, Keith, that was well edited. That highlight.
The shooting was a little snotty.
And it was cold. The joint. My first game out there shooting like that, and that's what happened. It got kind of stuck right there, and then I was able to move.
You need a little oil, Tin Man?
Yeah, that's what needs to happen. Exactly. I needed something.
You know what? To quote Derek, you're better than that.
That's before I got the gloves.
I would like.
At least you started before the play started.
I would like somebody from Clark Fork to email us and tell us exactly what a Wampus Cat is, if it's possible.
I got nothing for you.
All right, we'll talk Chiefs and some college football right after the break when Friday Night Sports Extra returns.